Miles to everyone. Welcome to today's session, class 6 topic decimals. In today's video, we will be clearing all the concept and all the doubts related to decimals. So let's start our today's video. Okay, whenever you weigh a weight on a weighing machine, you must have observed that it sometimes it show your weight in whole numbers like 30, 35, 38, 40, 50, and so on. And sometimes it doesn't show your weight in whole numbers, and it show your weight using a point. So like 30.5, 35.4, 38.5, something like this. So what are these numbers? So number with this point are called decimal numbers. Now understand what are these decimal numbers and how they are formed. So let's start from the beginning. Suppose I have 2. So what is 2 plus 3? Easy, it's 5. Okay, if I ask you what is 2 plus 3 upon 10? In our previous chapter, we have learned that how to represent this. This can be represented as a mixed fraction, like 2 complete 3 upon 10. Okay, so what is a decimal? So decimal, same number can be represented as 2.3. So what we have done here, we just simply write 3 upon 10 by using a point sign and write 3. What if I have 100 in denominator? So I can write 2 plus 3 upon 100, and it can be written as 2.03. Okay, if I have 1000 in my denominator, then it can be written as 3 upon 1000, so it can be written as 2.003. So what we see here, this fraction can be written by using a point. From here we can conclude that decimals are nothing but a different way of writing fractional numbers whose denominators are 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, and so on. So that means from here we can see that the left part of this point shows whole number, and the right part of this point shows us a fractional number. So that means a decimal number has two parts. If I write this number here like 2.003, so this part, that means left part of this point, is called whole part, and sometimes it is also called integral part. And the right part of this point is called fractional part. And why it is called fractional part? We know because it shows us a fractional value. So from here we can see that if I have 10 in denominator, then my numerator comes at first place after point. If I have 100 in my denominator, my numerator comes off at second place after point. And if I have 1000, that means 30 in my denominator, then my numerator comes at third place after point. So this is a very easy pattern that we can say. 3 plus 2 plus 4 upon 10 plus 5 upon 100. So that means it can be written as, these are whole part, so 3 plus 2 we know it is 5, and this is 4 upon 10, so that means 4 will come after point at first place, and here it is 100, that means here are 2 zeros, so that means numerator will come at second place after point, so that means this is point and this is first place and this is second place. So that's how we write decimal numbers. Okay, what if suppose if I'm writing here 2 plus 13 upon 10, how will you write it? Okay, if you are writing it like 2.13, so obviously you are making absolute mistake. So this you can't write like this, because you can see this is our improper fraction. This is our improper fraction. So what we have to do in such situation? Let's see. So this is our improper fraction, and how we know how to convert improper fraction into mixed fraction. Okay, so we will write 2 plus 10 ones are 10, so it is a quotient I will get, and 3 will be remainder and 10 will be divisor. And we know how we can write a mixed fraction. We can write mixed fraction as 1 plus 3 upon 10. So now we can write this value in decimal form like 3.3. So that's how we can write our decimal numbers. So now we know what are decimal numbers, how they are formed. Now learn about place value table. We know that when we have a place value table for reading whole numbers. In the same way, we can see if I write a number, decimal number like 235.624. Remember, after point we always read number by digit, never read number like 624. We don't read it as, because they are fractional values, they are not whole numbers. Okay, so we know that whole numbers, that our whole numbers, the place value start from the last digit, and that means this is at ones place, this is at tens place, and this is at 100 place, and so on, 1000, 10,000 and so on. But in our decimal system, decimal value, our place value start from the first number after the decimal point. So this is our 6, and the place value of 6 is tenths. Okay, we know that our whole number start from ones, but our decimal number doesn't start from ones, because we know that our first number represent, if I represent it as fractional, it will be written as 6 upon 10. So this is a fractional value, and so there is no ones. Okay, so first place is ones, our second place is called hundredths, and our third number is called thousands, and so on. So this is our place value table for decimals. Now let's understand about like decimals. What are like decimals? Okay, as we know, what are like fractions? We have already learned in our previous chapter that what are like fractions. We know if fractions, if I have more than one fraction, for example, if I have 5 upon 10 or 4 upon 10 or 9 upon 10, etc. Okay, if I have more than one fraction and the denominator of these fractions are same, then they are called like fractions. So we know that decimals and fractions are somewhere are related, so that means there will be some connection between them. So let's see what is the connection between them. So these are like fractions. If I convert them into decimal, so I can write, as we can see here, this is 10, so that means our numerator come after point at first place, so this is 0.5. If there is no whole number, then we can write here 0, so this is 0.5. In the same way we can write 0.4 and 0.9. So what we see here, that in every decimal number here, in every decimal number, the number of digits after point are same. So that means in if decimal number having the same number of digits after point or decimal point are called like decimals. Okay, let's learn one more thing about it. Suppose you have 2 plus 0 and you are, that means, so what is the value of 2 plus 0? It's 2. It's very easy. Okay, tell me, if I have 2 plus 0 upon 10, so we know if I divide 10 into 0, that means if 0 is divided by any number, the value we get is again 0. So that means we can again write 2 plus 0 upon 10 can be written as again 0. So that means 2 plus 0 again 0. But if you don't want to write 0 upon 10 as 0 and you want to write it as fraction or decimal form, so what you can do here, so you can write 2 plus 0 upon 10 as you can write 2.0. So that means it's 2.0, and we know the value of 2 plus 0 upon 10 is 2. So that means 2.0 is again 2. So remember, there is a one more property of decimals, that if there are zeros after decimal point, the value of zeros are negligible. Let's see another example. Suppose if you are writing here 3.92000, so we know that after point, if there are zeros and no other digit from 1 to 9 is there, so the value of zeros are negligible. So we can write 3.92 and all 0 will be negligible. But if there is written here, suppose 2.00001, so you can't remove zeros from here. This is the value, so you have to write it is as it is 1. Okay, so I hope you have got it. Let's understand how to convert unlike decimal into like decimal. We know that to convert unlike fraction into like fraction, we have to do many things, like first we take LCM, then we divide, then multiply. But in decimal it is very easy, because we know decimals are the denominator of 10, 100, 1000. So the conversion from unlike to like is very easy. For this, what you have to do, for example, I have 2.926 and my second fraction is 3.8. So we can clearly see that they are unlike decimals. So what do you have to do? So you know that after point, if you write 0, the value of 0 is negligible. After point, zeros are negligible. So that means in the second fraction, what you can do here, you can write 3.8 and you can put, so first of all you have to see that how many digits are here after decimal point. You can see here 1, 2, 3 digits, and here is only one digit, so you have to put 2 zeros here. They are negligible, you can write them. Okay, so there we have 3 digits, 1, 2, 3, so that means they have become now like. So that's how we convert unlike decimals to like decimal. Okay, now learn how to add decimals. So for addition, suppose I have two decimals number like 3.62 and my second decimal number is 4.31. So how to add them? So we can see that they are like, so we can easily add them. So for this, what you have to do, we have to arrange them in column order. So point will be upon the point. We have to always remember this, that point always comes below the point. Okay, so 2 plus 1 it's 3, 6 plus 3 it's 9, and point it's again point, and 3 plus 4 it's 7. So it's very easy to add two decimals. Suppose we have two unlike decimal, So what we have to do, first I will write two decimals. This is our second example. It's 21.68 and my second decimal is 3.2106. So we can clearly see that they are unlike decimals. So as we were when we were performing addition in fractions, so for adding them, first of all we had to make them like fraction. So in the same way we have to do the same here. First of all we will convert them into like decimals. How? So if I convert them into like decimal, we can see here 1 2 3 4 digit after decimal point. So what I will do, 21 point, there are two digits, so I will add two zeros here and it will become 4 digit after point, and this is my second decimal, that is, so that means now they are like decimal. Now what I have to do, I have to do the same procedure. First of all I will write them in column form, 3, and as I have already told you that point will always come below the point, so it's 2106, and if we are adding them, 0 plus 6 6, 0 0, 8 plus 1 9, 6 plus 2 it's 8, point, it's 1 plus 3 it's 4, and it's 2. So see how easy to add two decimal, if whether they are like or unlike. In the same way you can perform the subtraction. You know how to subtract, and you have to follow the same procedure. If they are unlike decimal, you have to first convert them into like decimal, then you have to subtract them. But you always remember, they have to put the decimal point always under the decimal point. So I hope you have understood all the concept very well. See you in next video. Till then, stay safe, stay happy, be inquisitive, miles to go.